Some of the targets of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which have taken over from the Millennium Development Goals, include to overcome poverty, reduce hunger, introduce good health and quality education, good jobs and economic growth.
Your Excellency.
And for this to be achieved in Nigeria, the Vice President has gathered about 20 captains of industry in Nigeria who have a track record of laudable milestones in the private sector. They include the Chief Executive Officers of Sahara Group, the Lagos Business School, Nigeria Economic Summit Group, Google, Dangote Group, Channels Media Group, Chamber of Commerce, National Association of Small-Scale Industrialists, for a collaboration with the public sector.
For the benefit of our people and mankind.
The federal government believes they are part of the Nigerian elite that must have a role to play to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals.
I've always believed that we, and when I say we now, I refer to the Nigerian elite, and that refers to the political elite, of which I am a part, the private sector, the business elite, of which many here are a part, and even the religious elite. Now we have a responsibility as an elite to ensure that we do something for our society that transforms it fundamentally.
The driver of the goals in Nigeria is the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State. She believes that no country can survive without the private sector. She calls on the men and women here gathered to bring their expertise to bear on the achievement of the goals.
This is a landmark event, as Nigeria being the first of United Member States to launch the private sector advisory group worldwide.
One of the reasons experts identified as responsible for the non-performance of the Millennium Development Goals was the non-involvement of the private sector. The chairman of the Advisory Council hopes it doesn't happen again.
Having failed in the MDGs and moving the MDGs the way it was meant to, and moving into the SDGs, that it was something that they could not do on their own. Prior to that, governments had, multilateral agencies had gone about doing things whereby the private sector was merely a donor to the process, but there was a lot of mistrust of the private sector in how these things would be done.
Some of the sector representatives promised to unleash their experience and arsenals behind the goals.
It's an opportunity for us to align with the rest of the world, to see how we can show that things can really happen in this country and do the right things.
This is a worthy effort in collaborating with other stakeholders to ensure focus.
We can, in collaboration with government and in partnership with ourselves, create greater impact on each of the SDGs that can be visibly and immediately felt.
The Sustainable Development Goals are a new set of targets which the United Nations member states are expected to use to frame their policies between now and the year 2030. Nigerians are expecting to see the impact the private sector will make. Chukwuma Onwekusi, Channels Television News.